Now, this is something that I don't really want to do for the past couple years, since this is, as you guys are seeing right now, I'm wearing my Wolverine or the X-Men uniform. This is actually a hoodie I'll be wearing now. Now, I'll be doing a movie review of Deadpool and Wolverine, though, since this is a movie that I wasn't really that much excited for as much, though, since I hate when Marvel or the MCU keep pushing the franchise in a very limbo right now, since after Endgame, I actually want to stop watching all the superhero movies. When it comes to Deadpool and Wolverine, I was since this is a movie review I'll be doing now. Now, before I want to start this movie review, since it came in the mail today, on eBay, I managed to get the X-Men Legends though. Now I got this though since this was on sale. This is a sealed copy that I bought though. This is actually like one of the best X-Men games to date. During back then, I did play it on. It's been so long since when I try to play this game. It's really one of like the greatest X-Men games of all time. Especially I got this at a pretty good sale though. So yeah. I want to show this off first when I start the movie review though. So yeah, I know I've been jumping a lot of topics though, since there's so much that stuff happens right now. But I'm very happy to get this, and this came out, and this is the same day where the movie's gonna come out, and this is actually the same time when my mail showed up though. So yeah, bit of an ironic situation though. So yeah. Now onto the movie review. Now, like I said before, I wasn't really that much excited for the Deadpool movie as much. Not that I hate Deadpool, it's just that I'm sick of Marvel is trying to push the wokeness in our faces that being very preachy about. But this is a bit different though. This is a movie that I was both excited for, but I really don't anymore. But when I watched this, I was really impressed with a lot of things. This is actually give me a lot of nostalgia of what superhero movies were supposed to be back in the day, and I'm glad this movie justified everything. It's good to see Ryan Reynolds just to being a wise ass as much in a great way. I love Ryan Reynolds when he not only did the move, he did the character justice, but I like the fact that he upped the ante a little bit, just a little more. I do appreciate some of the jokes that line is. It's also great to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I really didn't expect him to show up in the team up though, but he did have a few dialogues or as much, but it's not. But I've seen a lot. It's good to see both Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman their chemistry as a buddy situation though. I really like to see some of those characters though, like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. And we do have a lot of cameos, which I'm not gonna mention though, since this movie review is mostly a spoiler free. So I won't be making a long video like this as much though. So yeah, and there are some parts that I like. It's good to see some of the characters showed up. Like you might have seen the trailers. We see Colossus, Shatterstar. We get to see some of the weirdos, which I'm not gonna mention though, since this is one of those movies where you weren't excited as much as first, but this is actually a movie where it needs to be. Does this movie will save the MCU? No, not really though. But it's good to see that we're actually getting some a fresh start though. And like I said before, this movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, it won't save the MCU, but this is actually more of its own thing, and this is a lot better than Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness though. Like, holy shit! Just so you know, I never plan on watching all the MCU movies, and the only Marvel movie I'll be watching this year is just Deadpool though, since it's like the only movie that it's not really that connected as much, but it does not connect as much from the MCU, but some of it though. I'm not so sure though, but sorry, it's hard for me to reprocess though, since I barely remember a lot of things though, but we get to see a lot of characters. We get to see a lot of characters showed up that are pretty obscure though. We get to see you guys might have known Cassandra Nova, played by Emma Corrin though. So you know that Cassandra Nova is actually the half sister of Charles Xavier. Yes, she does appear in the comics as much, and we get to see, she is the somewhat of a villain in a villain in the Deadpool movie though, but also, I want to speak some of the actors showed up, and there's so much I missed out on. Sorry, but we get to see a character you might have seen in the Logan movie, Daphne Keene. I've always liked seeing her again as Laura Kinney. X-23, the test subject by Xander Rice, the biggest, the villain for yeah. And I might have done a movie review of the Logan 2017 a couple years back though, but like I said, it's good to see Daphne Keene again as Laura Kinney. I think she was actually, we don't see her as much though, but we get to see moments with Logan or James Howlett. James Howlett, that's actually the real name though. So yeah, it's really nice to see him again. Nice to see Daphne Keene again, and you guys might have seen her in that horrible Star Wars Acolyte, which I didn't watch either though, since I've lost a lot of expectations for the Disney Star Wars or the Marvel Disney some type shit. I don't know, but like I said, this movie is still enjoyable. It's good to see Miranda Barkin again as Vanessa, and we get to see Hildebrand as a Negasonic Teenage Warhead, though. Not as, they don't appear as much. We get to see them. They don't really get to say as much, though. They don't get to say as much. We only get to see a few scenes on the, you might have seen them on the trailer, though. I'm not going to mention every name of the characters, though, since you guys will find out, though, since if you're not a comic book fan or not, though. So, yeah, it's hard for me to talk though, since I could barely remember each and every scene that was shown up though. So yeah, this, we get to see a lot of settings going on. Like the CGI wasn't as perfect as much, but we get to see a lot of unique fight scenes, like which I'm not going to spoil either. So since there are a lot of scenes that are both funny and hilarious, and there are times where I laugh and I try to hold myself, and every time when I see some scenes that are a little kind of weird around my taste, I just put my hoodie. I was like, oh. It's not that I'm grossed out, it's just like there's so much stuff that's kind of a bit weird. There's a lot of dick jokes and sexual jokes going on. They're not as bad, but it does give me a lot of good laugh though. And I know my Deadpool 2 movie review wasn't that great though, but this is just a little glimpse of things that I'm trying to show off as much though. So yeah, you know what I mean. That Deadpool 2 movie review wasn't really my best review, but I had a little, I had different taste of movies I like. I still think Deadpool and Wolverine is really good. It's not really the best. It's not really better than Deadpool 1 though, because I like Deadpool 1 a little more because it's more of its own thing. Because I had more laughs on Deadpool 1 and 2. I liked the second movie still. It's just like, but there are times I said in the review isn't really that explained that well, but you guys know what I mean. Once you watch the movie, you'll understand though. So yeah, for the most part, I actually the actors and the actresses, like I said, did great in this movie. There were lot of preachy message going on. There's a lot of jokes I've seen shitting on Disney and the studios trying to be very bad at a lot of things. You know what I mean though. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this movie. The actors are great. The fight scenes were really strong. I do like some of the references in the comic books. We get to see a lot of references of Hugh Jackman though, as from other multiverses based off on comics, like the give a bit of a little spoiler. We get to see the Age of Apocalypse. We get to see, the Age of Apocalypse. If you guys haven't read Age of Apocalypse, it's pretty much stuff that happens a lot though. So yeah, there's a lot of references going on, which I won't tell you as much. We get to see a lot of cameos that are worth seeing. We get to see Chris Evans, or we get to see Jennifer Garner. Yeah, you know what I mean. We also get to see a lot of Wesley Snipes, though. Good to see him again, though. So yeah, there's a lot of characters that we love seeing come back, though. Like I said before, I might have mentioned this. The settings were great. I do like everything what I want to see. This is the kind of movie I wish more movie studios would have done, like not just Marvel, but just so you know. Yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say. I know there's a lot of stuff I missed out on though, but I try to put this in the condensed one movie, and this is. I don't want to make this video too long though, so yeah. Do I recommend now before I want to end this video? Do I recommend this movie? Yeah. I mean, if you're getting tired of Marvel's woke shit, I think this Deadpool and Wolverine movie might be your best luck though. If you get tired of Marvel though, I understand why, but for me, this is the only Marvel movie I'll be watching this year. There are other movies I wanted to watch some other time though, since I don't I don't do a lot of movie reviews like this. I know I've been jumping a lot of topics right now. This is like the only movie review I'll be doing right now since, I did Batman 2022, but for the most part, this is the only movie review I'll be doing for this today. Just so before I want to end this video, let me know in the comments below, do you want me to do more of this in the near future? Like this? Tell me, should I do more movie reviews though? I would love to hear your comments below though. So yeah, I mean, that's all for this video. What do you guys think though? Let me know in the comments below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, calling any questions. Like I said, let me know if you want me to do this movie review again, not just this, but other movie reviews. Since I don't do a lot of movie reviews anymore, since a lot of YouTubers are doing it right now, and and I only showed you like the only time I mean, I don't really do a lot of, like I said, a lot of movie reviews as much though, since they're a lot harder for me to explain. I'd rather watch the movies just rather than talking about it as much. But I like talking about this though, since I do get excited as much though. So yeah, like I said, I do recommend it only for people who are actually tired of the trends where the MCU is doing. It's like this is like the only, like I said, this is like the only Marvel movie I give a shit about though. So yeah, I want to say congratulations to Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds for making the movie justice. Like, this is the only movie that I do give a shit about though. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on other unboxings in the next couple hours. So yeah, peace the fuck out. Have a great night.